Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington, and today we're gonna look at some old stuffed animals from my past. Hello, old Crayola train. Over here is actually a train, as you can see in the corner. That was one of the first things that I had saved up my money for when I was younger from Toys R Us. So I had saved up $20 and I had bought that. I love trains. The little Crayola, it looks like it's a heart that's drawn on in crayon. I just really like that. That wasn't the first thing that I saved up my money for. The first thing I did was was another wooden Thomas train, because I have a whole collection from when I was younger. It was my favorite thing, the wooden railway Thomas train set. Um, I'm saying this, not getting to this, because I notice it's in the corner of the camera, and people might be wondering about it. I actually have over here a ton of my old Thomas trains. The first thing that I had saved up buying was uh, Emily, I believe. Yeah, Emily. Another train that had been at a Barnes and Noble. For my birthdays and for Christmas and other holidays, I would usually ask for Thomas trains and the Thomas wooden railway sets. So I have a whole bunch of them, and they're worth holding on to now because they're still valuable, even to this day. Plus, they're just really nice train sets. It's just really good quality stuff, so I don't feel bad about holding on to them as a grown adult. And yes, I am a grown adult opening up my box of old stuffed animals. I am a sentimental man. This is this is just who I am. You can't betray your stuffed animals. I mean, they're your friends. You can't do that. Anyway, back on subject. So my mom one day was just like, "All right, now you got to split up your stuffed animals. So half of them go downstairs and half of them will stay upstairs." Don't remember exactly why we had to do that, but we just had to. I think my sister got back her half of the stuffed animals, so I think her collection is complete. Wouldn't you think I'm the girl? The girl who has everything. My stuffed animals upstairs were more of the sentimental ones, but these are the second half of the stuffed animals that were a little less sentimental, and I haven't seen them in over 10 years. I know that at least it was before my mom had been diagnosed with cancer, so it's about 2012, or earlier. And I feel like it was a little bit earlier. I think it was around, like, 2010. Between 8 to 10 years, so I'm gonna go on the longer side and say it's been about 10 years. Look at this, it was in a color printer box, a brother printer box, which makes sense because I am my sister's brother, so, you know, it makes sense that I got the brother box, and then my sister, there wasn't a sister box, but the other one by default would just be for my sister. I wonder if there's a year on this box anywhere from when it was made. Oh, the box is probably even older than whatever it says, so never mind. It's old. This stuff is old. My mom had also written a label on top that had just designated that these were my old stuffed animals. I took the label off. I have not opened up this box just yet. It has been closed up for so long, and now it's time to unearth what is inside. There we go. It's gonna be annoying to close up. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. The box is a little bent from that process, but did what I had to do to reveal my old friends who I have not seen in so many years. It's Kipper! Oh, it's Kipper! I completely forgot I had a Kipper plushie. I loved Kipper when I was little. We only had one videotape of Kipper, so I didn't get to watch him very much. I gotta make sure to look at this through the camera. I can't quite look at it in person because otherwise you don't get a good view. But there's Kipper. Oh, Kipper the dog. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. I only vaguely remember this elephant. Don't remember him too well. Or her. Wow. I'm gonna put some of them on the side. Oh my goodness! This was a chameleon. Or a little lizard. I never knew what this thing was. Looking at it now, I recognize it because it was like, oh, the colorful thing. There's some old blotches of like chocolate or food or something. It's not poop. It'd be chocolate. Oh, wow. I haven't seen some of these in so long. Winnie the Pooh! I remember this one. I remember you. Oh, I remember this one. Oh. Wow, I had a little Winnie the Pooh. I know I had another Winnie the Pooh one. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember this little shirt. Oh. I can't believe I had forgotten it for so long, but seeing it just reminds me. Oh, wow. This is a Curious George. I remember my aunt gave me this. Because she was a librarian, she liked to read stuff. And he had a little backpack, and I love the little backpack on here. Oh, wow. It has a tiny, tiny pocket on the outside. And this actually opens up. Into the box you go, folks. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So the backpack opens up. It's a tiny little backpack. You can actually put stuff in there. You can put the Handington eyes in there. Camera was a little laggy. There you go. And now Curious George is making off with my eyes. Curious George Adventures. Oh, wow. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Universal Studios? Universal made some Curious George plushies? Wow. Oh. So, yep, here's a little Curious George. I remember him for his backpack instead of the plushie because I love miniatures. So, wow. Oh, this is a memory lane for when I was really little, because a lot of these were the ones that, they were less sentimental because I couldn't quite figure out everything about them. I'm surprised I put Kipper down there, though. I don't know why I left Kipper there. I'm moving some of them aside while I do this. This bear was not too sentimental over. I don't remember who gave it to me. I feel like it was somebody special. If I was going to part with anyone, I'd probably part with this, but I remember it more because of the tag. This Beanie Baby tag had eluded me when I was younger, because I was like, what is this? What is this thing? There's paper inside there, but I can't get it open. Or maybe I did get it open. Oh, maybe I don't remember if I would open it or not. But I remember really liking this tag because of the way that the plastic was. Let's see what the name of your name is. Pecan. Date of birth, April 15, 1999. Wow. In late fall, as wind gusts blow, Pecan hibernates for winter snow. In early spring, sweet scent of a flower wakes her up to take a shower. Wow. I would make sure she would go to a good home, though. I wouldn't just get rid of these stuffed animals in any way. I'd make sure that they would go to a good home. But I'm not too sentimental over Pecan, although I feel like somebody had given that to me, like when I was really little. Oh my goodness! The original weasel! Oh my goodness! So when I was younger, I used to have this little weasel ball from Cracker Barrel. Hold on a moment. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, I don't think it was at Cracker Barrel. I think it was at a mall. My parents remember the story a bit better. But there was this little weasel ball, and it was a little weasel, you know, and he was on a ball. That's why he was called the weasel ball. And when I was younger, my sister would destroy lots and lots of things if she got her hands on it. She was like Lord Beerus in Dragon Ball Super. She was a god of destruction. So she had broken the weasel from the ball, and there was no way to reattach the weasel, or at least my parents didn't know any way to reattach the weasel. So I kept the weasel. I don't remember if we kept the ball or not. But when I was older, my sister felt really bad about it, and she bought me the original weasel ball. So she bought me a replacement from Cracker Barrel. So here it is, the little weasel. The weasel is attached to the ball with a string, and the ball has a motor in it which rolls around. So it goes, is it alive? Because it looks like the weasel is chasing the ball. Oh, you can see the string there. So she's constantly upset with me for not playing with it, and in a way it is hypocritical of me to say, oh, I'm an adult now, I don't really play with, like, the little kids' toys like this as much anymore, because even though I still have a lot of these older things, I really haven't done much with them. The channel gives me a whole other opportunity to essentially bring these older toys to life, with new meaning. Like over here, over there, you can see that there's a little taxi. I used that in another one of my videos. And of course, down here, somewhere, oh, there he is. Yeah. Here's a little Bob the Builder from the Bob Lasagna video, which some folks had really enjoyed. The Handington eyes are getting a little bit dusty. I'm gonna take them off for the rest of the video. But I can bring new life to these toys that have just been sitting here for so long before I can give away at least some of the less sentimental ones to a better home, which I would hope to make sure that they went to some other important place. I gotta make a video at some point making Weasel Ball a character. I have to do that, especially for my sister. Oh, and the little box looks like it has little holes. You can see the actual color of the weasel here. I'm gonna make a separate video on Weasel Ball. Gosh darn it. But, so inside there is another working Weasel Ball, but this is the original weasel. This is the original little guy. So cute. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh.